Don't miss a beat, join the notification squad by clicking that bell. You'll get notified every time I upload a video, and be sure to join our Discord to talk and get help with your code. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the source code. My name is Deshaun, and today we're going to be looking at how to reference and use multiple classes. So it's actually pretty easy, and there's just a few things you guys are going to need to know. So basically that's going to be public, private, and static. You can use protected. I'll leave a link in the description for all of the public, private, and protected and what they all mean. You'll probably primarily use private and public from what I have personally used, although protected does have some of its uses. So let's go ahead and create a new Java class, and let's just call this name class. So let's say we have a public string, and that's going to be a capital S, so public string name, and let's just set it equal to my name. Cool. So if this was private, we would only be able to access this variable within this name class, right? We wouldn't be able to get it anywhere else. Even if we made it private static, it wouldn't matter, right? Because there's no point. There's no point even making a private static necessarily unless you have to. But, so we wouldn't be able to access it anywhere. So let's just make sure that this is public. So say we want to go ahead and run this, right? So we want to use this variable in our main class, right? So what we can do is we can go ahead and now again, if we only want to be able to use this variable in our main class here, we can make it private, which is what I'm going to do right now. And then we can just go ahead and say name class equals a new name class. Pretty simple so far. So then what we can do now is we can say system.out.println, and now we can do, oops. And we have to make this static here because we're putting it in a static method here, so static. So we can say name class.name. And now if I run this, we can very clearly see that it is running my name. But now what's cool about this is, let's just cut that, is we can make it so this variable say is private, so we don't want them to be able to access the variables that were in here because maybe you're setting them from a database or something like that, and you don't want them to be able to be reset. But let's just go ahead and say we have a public void output name, and we want to go ahead and re-output this name. Now we don't need to call this because it's already in this class. So this is private, and now this is actually going to tell us that we could convert this to a local variable, but we're just going to keep it as this for now, just for tutorial purposes. But if you weren't referencing this variable anywhere else in your class, I would probably make it a local variable. But now, if we go ahead and say name class.output name, we can get more than just variables, right? We can actually output, we can grab all the methods that are within that particular class, and you can see that it's still outputting my name, and we'll just change this to Deshaun is cool, just so we can make sure that I'm not doing some weird cool editing trickery, right? So it still outputs Deshaun is cool. But now say you wanted to get something that was on your main class here. So let's say we have a public, and you guys don't know, if you're a beginner, you don't know what arraylists are yet, so don't worry about what I'm really writing here. Just worry about that it's a variable that we're going to access, right? So we'll just say arraylist equals a new arraylist, okay? So say we wanted to get this arraylist, right? So we actually have to go and make it static, and we wanted to get it in our name class here, right? So instead of having us do, or what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and say java8.arraylist, and you can get the arraylist, right? And now we can get everything from that arraylist. But say I didn't want to have to write java8 every single time, I could go ahead and just say private arraylist of strings, because that's what it is, and we'll just say arraylist equals java8.arraylist. So now what I can do is I can access that, but I only have to type arraylist, and then I can get all those variables the same way as if I were to write just arraylist in this class here. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. It's a pretty simple video, nothing too crazy, right? So we just learned how to access variables from multiple classes, use multiple classes, and then this is going to be a really big part in using Java and writing Java, because you're not going to want to have everything in your main class just so you can steer away from having to learn how to use multiple classes. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a comment, drop a like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.